Hey guys, today we have one of the most iconic off-roaders, a new Land Rover Defender. The current generation Defender, codenamed L663, is a new model from the ground up. It shares no components with its predecessor, and unlike previous models, it features an aluminum unibody instead of a body-on-frame construction. It's offered in two variants, a 4-door Defender 110 and a Defender 90, which is a 2-door short wheelbase version that you see here. Now, it's no secret that I'm not an off-road guy, so I'm gonna approach the new Defender as a typical buyer who, let's be honest, will keep it on the road most of the time. As I mentioned, the biggest change is that the new Defender features an aluminum unibody construction, and it had a positive impact on ride quality, which is excellent for an off-roader. The suspension is very soft and it filters out all road imperfections very well, making it a very comfortable cruiser. In addition to that, the cabin is well isolated, and despite its boxy shape, the wind noise isn't annoying. In North America, we get three powertrain options: a turbo 4-cylinder, turbo inline 6, which is a mild hybrid, and a 518 horsepower supercharged V8. My tester was powered by a 395 horsepower 3-liter inline 6 paired with an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. And let me tell you, this combination works really well. The powertrain has a very smooth characteristics, provides more than enough power, and a somewhat reasonable gas mileage. 17 miles per gallon in the city, 24 on highway, and 20 combined. Now, I still have to briefly touch on Defender's off-road capabilities. The maximum approach angle is 38 degrees, the departure angle is 40 degrees, and if you opt for an optional air suspension, you can raise the car up to 11.5 inches above the ground. Full-time all-wheel drive with 2-speed transfer case is obviously standard, and the terrain response mode allows you to pick a driving mode based on the surface you're traveling on. Since the Defender is most likely gonna be your everyday car, you probably wonder what driver assist features it has. Well, it comes standard with an automatic braking, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, and a 360-degree camera with front and rear parking sensors. In typical JLR fashion, an adaptive cruise control is a standalone option priced at $1,200. Now, as you can see, Land Rover took a utilitarian approach when designing the cabin, and it fits the Defender's character perfectly. It looks clean and simple, is very practical, and while it is rugged, it doesn't feel cheap. Everything is nice to the touch and well put together. The Defender obviously received a new PV Pro infotainment system, which is a huge upgrade compared to the previous multimedia that you could find in JLR products. It has a clean graphical interface, supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and is easy to use. The front seats are comfortable and well padded, and for $900 you can get a middle seat which folds in if you don't need to use it. Now, moving to the back, there isn't a ton of space, but being 6'2", I had no issues fitting there. The cargo space is very limited in the 2-door variant. You get 10.5 cubic feet of space behind the second row and 58.3 cubic feet of space after folding the back seat down. Looks like off-roaders are making a comeback, look at new Bronco, and the new Defender is a very interesting proposition in the segment. It offers a very comfortable ride, great off-road performance, and even though the 2-door variant is less practical than a 4-door, I would pick it over the bigger model just because it's cooler. I mean, how often do you see a 2-door SUV? Now, as you might remember, I said in the beginning that I will approach this SUV as a typical buyer who is gonna be using it as a daily, and I gotta say, the new Defender excels in that role. Pricing starts at $55,100 for the base 4-popper and $66,100 for the mild hybrid 6-cylinder. My tester was a 2021 first edition model priced at $65,450. If you wonder how I would spec out my Defender, click the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.